Everybody, welcome back to Zerwick Studios. Today I'm joined here by Brother from Another Brick.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
And today we're going to be talking about is Juniors getting better licenses than regular LEGO sets.
Yeah, personally, I do think that Juniors, is getting better license. I mean, it is rumored that, Star Wars is going to be incorporated with Juniors. And I think that's an interesting concept because, it will appeal to a different audience. Though I don't know how successful it's going to be since, Juniors is targeted for very young people.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Star Wars really doesn't have that fan base, but I think it's going to be an interesting concept.
I know, because the movies are geared, I guess, more towards adults and teenagers rather than 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds, which is what the Junior lines is mostly targeting. So I feel like it's not going to be as successful as the main line, but I'm not sure with the new Disney shows coming out if that's gearing towards younger audiences.
Yeah, that might. Isn't it some Star Wars reboot or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure what. Well, we're getting Clone Wars finishing this year, and then we're also in the process of getting, I think, another something like Rebels.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Something like Rebels. So yeah, and then they also got Juniors. They got the Toy Story line, or not the Toy Story line. They got the Cars line back when that came out.
Yeah, I mean that's unfortunate. I wish that Juniors didn't have the whole Cars line because they could have done so much more. Same with the Incredibles.
Yeah.
It's Lego has the ability to broaden their horizons and make bigger and better sets, but they choose to put it on the Juniors line. But obviously Cars and Incredibles appeal to much younger people compared to the teenagers and the AFOLs like Star Wars does.
Yeah.
And so I still wish Lego would have done like a 50-50. Give us some Junior sets and give us some normal, regular Lego sets.
Because I feel like Cars and Incredibles, that's a movie that appeals to all audiences, all age groups like those movies.
Yeah, because a lot of these AFOLs and TFOLs grew up on the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so, a lot of them will buy the sets for more nostalgia reasons, I guess.
Yeah, I'm thinking of because you couldn't really make the argument, well, Clone Wars fans are still going to buy the Junior sets. I don't think that's a valid argument because Clone Wars came out when the majority of TFOLs and AFOLs now were kids, and so now that they're older, the kid fan base doesn't really know much of that.
Yeah, they're going to have to rebrand and get a totally new audience.
Yeah, for that, because I think all the people that grew up with that are now all TFOLs or AFOLs or older kids, 13, 14.
When did that get released anyway? I don't really know a lot about Star Wars.
Clone Wars, I believe, was released. I'm trying to think about how old I was. I don't remember. I'll Google it a second. I believe it was 2008.
Oh, dang. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm Googling. When was Clone Wars invented? Oh, no, that's not it. Clowns. Clone Wars, yeah, I think it's 2008 to 2010.
Okay, that's such a weird concept. So they had the TV series, right, from 2008 to 2010, and then they're bringing it back in 2018, 2019?
Yeah.
Is that what is kind of going on?
Yeah, so the series debuted on Cartoon Network October 3rd, 2008.
Oh, dang. Okay.
So it's been a handful of years. So I don't think new kids would be so, up to date with that.
Yeah, just gonna have to try to appeal to a new audience, or it's gonna totally fail.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they got what was it? Rebels? Yeah, they got Rebels, but that came out 2014. It started and it ended 2 years ago, 1 year ago. I don't remember.
Is that the thing that they didn't finish all the episodes and there's partial episodes on YouTube or something like that?
No, that was Clone Wars.
Oh, that's also okay. That's Clone Wars. Also.
And then Rebels was Disney's attempt at an animated show, and they got it because they didn't want to compete with Cartoon Network, which was doing all the Clone Wars episodes.
Well, I guess they have somewhat of a adult fan base. Because I think Ryan, M&R Productions, was saying that he was going to see it, or he was really pumped for it or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I talked to him 2 weeks ago on this podcast.
Yeah, he's super cool. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
good friend of mine.
We didn't get into any of that, but I think it would definitely. I buy a ton of Star Wars stuff. I don't think I'm going to buy any of the Junior sets just because I think Juniors is, I guess, displeasing for me because it's geared towards kids and the builds aren't like so satisfactory.
Yeah, I mean, personally for me, I like some of the junior sets. It really depends which one. I feel like some of them are, really good, and some of them are,
Mhm.
garbage. Like, I really like the old police station they did or something. It
Oh
was
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
little police
Uh-huh.
station. I
I
don't have that set, but I think it looks really
mhm.
cool. But then
When
there's other sets where they're quite mediocre, like the little Spider-Man like
oh right,
gun
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
whatever. You know?
And I bought when Juniors first came out. Within the first 2 to 3 months of it, I bought a store. I saw it randomly at like a random toy store because it hadn't come to my Targets yet, and I saw it and I bought it, and I was kind of like displeased with it. I guess because I was like way followed by it, but it was a city set. It was like a construction theme.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah, it
about.
was
Yep.
that demolition one, and I was so because it took me like 5 minutes to build it, and it was not like a great model.
Yeah, I feel like that's why they try to appeal to such a very young
Mhm.
audience. I think for that age group, it's a really good concept. But like for people who are I guess T falls or A falls, it's not really appealing to them unless you're
Mhm.
like a collector. Like I know that I ended up buying one of the Spider-Man sets. It's like the Spider-Man
Yeah.
hideout or something,
Hmm.
and I bought it because they didn't have a classic Goblin in the
Yeah.
newer things until they released the Spider-Man bridge after that. But at that time, they had not had the classic Goblin from the newer wave of Spider-Man stuff.
Hmm.
So
And
I guess I could
yeah,
buy it for that reason.
yeah, and I'm tempted with the new what is it with the new Incredible sets because I'm a huge fan of Incredibles. I grew up with that movie. That was one of my, it was a movie that I remember being a huge part of my childhood. I'm debating on buying those sets just because they had a meaning to me. But like, I don't know if I would want to put it on display in my city.
I mean, I haven't even bought any of those sets, and I am also an Incredibles fan. Um, I think I'd recommend it. I think I also need to eventually pick those up because I don't think anytime in the near future we're going to get more Incredible sets unless Lego gives us a Disney Series 2, which we might get some minifigs.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we're going to have another opportunity to get those. So.
Yeah, because I bought both Incredibles minifigs from the Disney Series 1, and I wanted more, like Elastigirl, and was disappointed we didn't get those people.
Yeah, yeah, and then all of a sudden Lego releases them like I guess years later. I can't even remember when the Disney series came out. It feels like it's been like 3 years.
2, 3 years, yeah. I think I was, 2, 3 years.
I think Lego just needs to give us a Disney series too. That would be
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
They could do a lot of different characters, and it's kind of stupid they haven't done it because from what I've heard, the first series sold very well.
Yeah.
So
It's probably, I don't know if it's something with licensing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because it could be that. But I think there's plenty of options that they could do with juniors that they could have that they can morph into city stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
or just other licenses because I would love to see like Cars. Cars was one of them that's like could have been good to have a couple in juniors and a couple in regular.
You know what Lego should have done? So I don't know if you read this article. It was from Bricks for Life or whatever. I don't know if you saw it.
Mm-mm.
They were mentioning the Dimension packs that got canceled.
Right,
And-
those. Okay.
Sorry?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I think I might have read this.
So I guess one of them was Captain Underpants or whatever. And I feel like that targets like a younger audience and they could have incorporated that in juniors. But from what I recall when reading the article, there's a lot more, younger appealing themes or whatever. That Lego could have literally just thrown to the juniors line once the Dimensions got canceled, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, I definitely see that.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think that'd be such a cool concept to incorporate, some of those canceled themes in the juniors because obviously I feel like the Captain Underpants, I think it is, doesn't really appeal to a adult or, teen fan base.
Mhm.
So they could incorporate that in the juniors,
Yeah.
So, I mean, after reading that article, I was so disappointed to see how many things got, taken off, Dimensions. And I hope they can incorporate that into juniors in the future because
Mhm.
they have the licenses for them. So why waste it?
Right. Yeah. I mean, like, because juniors could become so much greater if they brought some more stuff in, I think, rather than just sticking within their own properties.
Yeah, that would be a very cool concept.
Yeah. And what is your opinion on all the specialized pieces in juniors?
I like them. I like all the prints and everything. I mean,
Mhm.
I wish they would use like different pieces for like all the vehicle molds. They're all like the same base.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would have, do something different. Do something different from the, the cars to the trucks. Like make a completely different mold.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I do like the printed pieces. I hate stickers. But who likes them? Like today, I was building the Ghostbusters HQ, and I can barely like some of the stickers are so small.
Yeah.
Like I'm struggling to put them on and make them look, decent.
Mm-hmm. I built
So
the.
I wish that Lego would just incorporate more prints in general, and I feel like that's what the juniors line has a very well, in that category.
I built the Hogwarts castle, I guess, 1 week ago. The regular $100 set. And there's like 4 stickers in it. They go on the back of the panels for the house flags, and they are so close cut to the size of that piece that like I messed up 4 times, 8 times putting them on.
Yeah, and then you end up destroying all these stickers and stuff. I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about because I also have that set. But it's like, yeah, I mean, if they could just incorporate that concept into other Lego, themes and stuff. I know it costs a lot more money though. That's what the junior sets are rip-offs,
Yeah.
So it's like, if Lego could find a way to make it cheaper to, incorporate prints into every set, I feel like that'd be awesome.
I mean, I have sets from 4 or 5 years now that their stickers are peeling because I messed up, pulled them off, and put them back on. And now, like,
Yeah.
I have to, like, there's like 30 or 40 sets I'm thinking of right now that, like, I have the option to order replacement stickers or just, like, kill the stickers completely and just say, like, okay, this set's not getting stickers anymore.
I've had the same problem. A lot of my Power Miner sets back in the day, I was horrible at putting on stickers because, yeah, I was super young and stuff. So once they peeled off, kind of, I just use some transparent tape and just put it over the top of it.
That's what I've done.
It looks fine, but it's not the same, I guess.
I have the cargo plane from back in the day, 2008-9. Put on stickers wrong, put them on crooked, and now that they're coming off, I put tape over them, but it looks horrible.
Yeah. Sometimes it does look bad. It really depends on how you do it and stuff. But yeah, replacement sticker is always a positive way of solving that problem.
Yeah, I've also found that with stickers, oftentimes there's my older ones again from that cargo plane set. They crinkle, they crack, and now that they're like breaking.
Yeah, that's happened with a few of the Power Miner sets for me.
Yeah.
Luckily, most of my older sets, the stickers are still in pristine condition. But it's also a lot of these older sets I have now. I buy currently, so I'll wait and I'll buy them on eBay sealed in the box. So the stickers are always fine for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them don't have like the same stick they used to, but
right.
I buy a lot of EXO-4 sets. So from 2007 sets, they're sealed in the box. The stickers might have a little less stick, but they tend to be pretty good for the most part.
Yeah.
But if they don't, I just add a little super glue on the back of the sticker.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Put it on there. But if you mess up, then you totally destroy, a perfectly good set.
Yeah, that's a really, really good idea. I do wish juniors gets a little better, maybe a little cheaper. I always try to buy, if I buy a junior set on like the Target 30% off sales.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you can just get it for, maybe it just makes, like 100-piece set rather than being $30 be a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the podcast.
Yeah.